On behalf of the Homecoming Board of Virginia Tech, we're excited to release the making of Homecoming 2022. 2022.
Double trouble.
Homecoming 2023 has not been planned for next year, as we're still preparing for Homecoming 2022. I wouldn't say we're still preparing. We have it planned. As we enter.
Homecoming 22
Has officially commenced.
Homecoming 2023 has not
Who
been
should I
planned
tell
for next year.
the royalty
Yes.
to look for when they get to the parade lot?
Because they should
I'm
be.
sending them an email.
We are on our way to Parade Quad. We picked up 22 tables, 62 chairs. This is Parade Quad. No, this is Washington Street. Now we take the dreaded. Oh, the
They're
future.
already there. Wait,
Yep.
they're both there. I thought you said one of them broke down.
Did it? I have a question for you. I'm with the Homecoming Board, but are y'all planning on staying like in this location, or you wanted to move somewhere else more central to like the student activity?
We're probably going to be staying in this location just because there's only a certain number of places we are allowed to park.
Okay. All right. All righty. Well, that answers my question.
Today we are all gathered here to talk about all of our platforms. I really think this is just one of the biggest weeks that Virginia Tech is able to bring our whole entire student body together. We have over 36,000 students here. That's a lot of people to bring into one spot, but Virginia Tech does a great job of making this place feel like home. And all of us, this court, I mean, we are all just so thankful that we are getting to live our own versions of Ut Prosum, which is our school motto, that I may serve.
Hello everybody, we are Mixed Emotions a cappella here. We're an all-gender a cappella group, and we'll be singing 3 songs for you guys today.
And let's hear about the official review of the Homecoming Kickoff 2022.
Awesome experience, 10 out of 10. We got to thank the
marvelous Ryan Paul and his incredible team of Trish Grace and Adriana Teak for their support and strive to make sure that homecoming kickoff.
This part if you don't say your name.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Adrian, you stacked this very nicely this time.
This is a beautiful silhouette.
Not even my hard work. It's all Adrian.
the joy last time.
As your time at Virginia Tech comes to a close and you graduate in May, what do you envision your legacy being? Not just for homecoming board, but when someone looks at your name and they see Virginia Tech next to it, what do you want them to associate?
I think in the 2 years that I've been here, which feels like a very short time, I feel as if I've done a lot, even not necessarily like involvement with different clubs and stuff. I think homecoming really took over the capacity of my involvement during that time. And ever since then, you know, I was like, I'm engaged, I'm just gonna play my wedding. I'm not gonna do anything else. But overall, like, I would hope that the people that I have met would remember me fondly, remember me as like a hardworking individual and someone with a drive, and someone who's like good to work with.
So that's Monday. Tuesday, the showcase. The name of it can always change. Like I have brainstorm of event names, the showcase, the homecoming spectacular. So remember that I was like, oh, I want to open the show with Eye of the Tiger. I still love that, but I was like, what can we do to like amplify Eye of the Tiger? So I was looking at like cinematic versions of Eye of the Tiger, and I was blown away yet again by some stuff.
Still ends up reaching your foundation. Like
So right now we are 2 weeks away from homecoming.
It would be pulling.
Right now we're
That's
manually
pulling out of our foundation
taking all
before-
the
if they do it
event
through
elements
a
for the
check,
homecoming showcase
Then the check would have to be
and moving it
deposited to our
around.
account before
So we have like
the money
pre-show
would be
visual,
pulled, right?
cue
When does money usually
soundtrack.
pull the money
We're having
from
all the
our account?
alumni segments.
Like,
We
that's
have
the I guess.
all the
That's
interludes, all
the
the
thing. If money
performances,
is not there, because I'm not sure
all the
if
point
it's
members.
faster than
We're trying to be very, very intentional about ordering the event to make it as memorable as possible. So it's a process, but it's going to come together. I can't tell you when it's going to come together. It's going to come together. And yeah, this is the hard part.
Welcome to... Sorry. First, please see the exits on both sides of the theater. In the case of an emergency, walk, do not run, and please stay as calm as possible. Welcome to the 2022 Homecoming Showcase, a culmination of music, dance, and other artistically creative talents, all in one place, for only one intimate night, with one main goal: entertainment.
Now I think like the very beginning when we're like, oh, was it welcome like make that a little more exaggerated. So you know how like you start the official like welcome with like the welcome to the 2022.
Yeah.
Like start with that same like voice of like the welcome
and
to wait and like
Gotcha. Okay. Entertainment, do everything.
all right, action. I'm about to clear the stage. We're about 3 minutes out. So let's go say hello to our headliners. Hello, Ballet Project. Say hello to the camera. So, everyone excited? I am excited. I am beyond excited. Yes. So pretty much like, yeah, everyone's ready. Everyone is in their place. Can we do like a headliner huddle? All right. Months of work. Everyone is excited for this moment. Thank you all so much for doing this. So on the count of 3, we're gonna inhale positivity and exhale doubt and negativity. All right? So 1, 2, 3, inhale.
Welcome to the 2022 Homecoming Showcase, a culmination of music, dance, and other artistically creative talents, all in one place, for only one intimate night, one main goal: entertainment.
When I'm sitting in the chair, like, I want to feel the song. Like, I don't want to just like listen to it like, okay. I want to feel like the bass. I want to feel like the beat, because like that just makes the whole experience a lot better in my opinion. Especially when we get to Walhalla, like that has to be like, oh.
together. So instead of just like having, this is CDC, this is not the health thing. This is CDC, this is Exodus, this is Dancing Ballet Project. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at names. It's okay. Have like a U maybe around Ryan. It doesn't have to be like a perfect U, maybe a little bit of like front 2 lines mayhaps, just to give it a little more of a clumps look.
Yeah. I love that. I think y'all should be in the front.
Wait a minute.
I'll be in the
background.
All of y'all can be in the front, we'll be in the back.
No, that's not how we're doing it. We should that's everybody. Everyone gets featured.
Should we line up tallest? Yeah, you should wait until you see us get that.
15, and then we can just add 16, 17, 18. It'll be a little off, but or we can.
You said
do
plus
this.
1 for Ryan, right?
Plus 1 for Ryan, so 19.
Let's say 19.
Oh, I thought they were going you.
And Ryan's gonna be like head.
Ryan is here. Or you could do
Wouldn't that just like make a lot
Ryan.
of everybody choose the act?
Yeah.
If they wouldn't get ordered, that would make sure they
Wait, is Ryan's not dancing with us, right? Or is he?
We can't go. So then Ryan is front X, and then everybody else figure it out.
So.
Jesse, is it
Figured out the formation, so that's good.
Alright. Okay, so go back to the U where it was in height order. And then we'll go from, or sorry, what? Just where we just were. Where we just were.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna smile.
Don't do it.
All right. Well, that's all. How does everyone feel? Headlining group. Whew. That was a great rehearsal. Exodus. Cultural dance crew. Ballet Project. Thank y'all so much. We're excited to have you for homecoming this year. 150th year. The sesquiquentennial that I probably still say wrong to this day. We're so excited. I'm excited. Planning this since February and be able to meet and build this idea. I'm so excited. So, that's all I have. Okay, here we go. All right, thank you. So for the finale, I'll come out with probably this mic because it'll just be easier, and I'll be talking as they're doing their thing, closing out the show, talking, and then did you hear that that dead space that is like the music stops? So.
The conversation usually ends with me stating that although no one may ever be able to precisely describe what a Hokie is, those of us that have the shared experience of living among the Blue Ridge Mountains, hustling across the drill field to make it to class in time, walking with reverence past the War Memorial, seeing the leaves turn to Chicago maroon and burnt orange every fall, and cheering in Lane Stadium until our voices are hoarse. We know what a Hokie is. We are.
to a close. You just finished the homecoming showcase. Cultural dance crew, hello. Thank you all so much. Everyone watching this video, I don't know who's seeing it. Mothers, grandmothers, family. I'm Ryan Paul signing out for the night. I hope you enjoy the show.
How did the first homecoming board film come to be?
Well, we first started with having Homecoming 22's events team plan out what we were expecting to produce for October. And within that, like I said, Trish Grace, she brought up the idea of having Vogue 73 questions. And when we thought about that some more, we really saw that we could do it. And one of the largest things that we ran into was we need help. And I was like, I can't do this by myself. I need someone who can be camera, who can do the voice, because if you've watched Vogue 73 Questions, it's an environment and an experience with how it looks and how it feels. And I wasn't necessarily trying to replicate the exact feeling of that, but I was replicating the structure to fit Virginia Tech's homecoming court. And at that point, back in January of 22, the homecoming court wasn't announced. We didn't really know anything. So Trish and I were just planning as best that we could. So one of the things I was so happy I was able to do was create my cinematography team. So in one of my film classes in the spring of 22, there were so many talented people in that class. And I remember one of the first assignments we had, it was like introduce yourself. So everyone records a video introducing like, hey, my name is XYZ, this is my major, and maybe a fun fact. And everyone, they were showing their videos, and then there's this one video by one particular person.
Ryan Paul approached me during our intro to cinema class, and he really liked my work, and he thought that it would be a good fit for the homecoming team. So he asked if I would be interested in helping out, and I said yes, if I had a director. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it all started.
His name was Maxwell Mandell. And I looked at the video, I was just like, hold on now. Like, his video was so spectacular, it was stupid. Like, stupid in the fact of why no one else thought about, I can't, hold on, let me compose myself. Watching that for the first time, beyond my shock, I was like, that is talent. It looks so good. And then the whole class was blown away like, well, actually, I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to show my video because Maxwell just showed his. So I knew at that moment, I was like, he's the one. He's the one I need to be my director of photography. And then as time went on, I eventually pitched it to him. He loved it. And then he was like, I remember in one of our first meetings, he was like, I need a director. And I come from a background of producing events and directing events, but not really directing like film or video. So I was like, sure, I'll get you a director. But at that point, it was like February, and to find a director who understood my vision enough to execute it how I would execute it, it just really didn't work. So then I made the decision to be the director of the Homecoming Court 72 Questions film. All right, so Nicole, one question I really want to get to is the update about your platform. So can you remind us what your platform is and also give an update on your platform's execution or planning for its completion for this semester?
Yeah, of course. So my platform is raising awareness and supporting childhood cancer, and my event that I was planning to do and I'm planning on doing, I guess, is having a big event on campus to have like different card making and wish list donations and bracelet making and just like gifts and just learning more about like how students and faculty can help raise awareness and support childhood cancer. And specifically my event is for the Carolyn Children's Hospital in Roanoke, so helping specifically in like Southwest Virginia because they don't get a lot of support there, and it's one of the 5 treatment facilities in Virginia, and a lot of people don't know about it because Southwest Virginia is kind of small, so I'd love to like give back to like a community that's so close to us.
We're at Duck Pond right now. We're about to film Nicole and her lovely running team. We have Maxwell here, we have Luke, we have Jack, we have Hayden behind the camera, we have Molly behind the camera, we have Noah. We got them all. Yeah, everybody's here.
So because your platform and because you were a court candidate, now court royalty, I want to kind of take us back to the filming of Homecoming Court 72 Questions, HC 72Q. So tell me about your experience filming, what was it like, and what did you do to prepare?
for your answers.
Yeah, so I remember the first time you guys told us about it in like our meeting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had like a girl from my sorority who was helping me, and we were like trying to like remember all the questions in the parking lot walking home. We were like, she was just asking me them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna know what to say, like I'm gonna look so dumb. But I guess we kind of like forgot about it, and then it like came up so quickly, and I was like, I don't know what to do, like I don't know really how to prepare, and then we all just talked about like just to be myself, just say whatever comes to mind. And so I didn't really prepare a lot, but I think it kind of helped me because I am someone who like stresses a lot and like tries to almost over prepare, but I think it was almost better that it was like more natural and just, like I said I was gonna go take a nap, which I did, and it was just wholeheartedly me, so I think it was pretty good.
Is Nicole's shoot. Luke was amazing as always.
Ryan.
Maxwell, Jack doing photos, Molly doing vertical iPhone. Hayden. That's a train of thought, but it's okay. Maxwell's doing establishing shots for promo. It is. We made really good time. 10:52. All the duck. Right. I'll just do it on the iPhone. It's fine. All right, so we just finished shooting the outro of HC72Q. Right in front of the Torg Bridge. Beautiful day. Trish and Molly were awesome. It only took a few takes. We had a lot of fun. We only have 5 more shoots to go until we wrap production. And so it's really exciting. Maxwell always
Slay, Maxwell!
So yeah, only 5 more shoots. 18 shoots total. So that just puts into perspective how much was kind of put into this project. So we're excited for everyone to see this. Everything's coming together, so that's all I could ask for. So we're gonna have a fun day. This is gonna be a lot shorter than all the other days. It's only 2 shoots. But yeah, today's the last day. Not even one more day. 2 more shoots and that's all. So let's go have fun.
So my platform is understanding and overcoming negative body image. And for this, my main focus is really to target that male demographic at Virginia Tech. There's not a lot of resources for men who have struggled with negative body image and things along that line. So I've been working with Laura Fitch, who is the program manager for the Body Project at Virginia Tech. It is traditionally kind of an all-girls program and is specifically targeted towards Greek life. And I've been working with her. We met in person in the fall before I left, and we've been emailing back and forth, and we're looking to kind of collaborate, and her using my, within Greek life and my expertise kind of struggling with this issue personally to really help target the male demographic at Virginia Tech in the best way we can. In terms of the actual event that we plan on putting on, a lot of things are still up in the air. Some ideas have been thrown around, but we're really looking to kind of nail that down here over the next few weeks.
Is he supposed to pretend like the camera's not there? Okay. Sure.
I think going into the 72 questions kind of interview, I didn't really think through or prepare any major answers. Of course, it was hard to. There was a ton of questions we could have been asked. And that was something that homecoming board kind of went over beforehand. So I think going into that, I tried to just be my most genuine self. I think for the prospective voters, it's hard to get to know somebody in a few questions. So in that, I tried to just be as genuine as I could and just answer something like how like in the moment I thought best showed who I was as a person.
I guess my question for you, when he comes like this way, where will you? His window will be down.
Well, I can either.
He'll be under the car.
Yeah, so my platform was reaching out with Reed. It was focused on providing mental health resources and education to middle and high school kids. So the reason why this was important to me is because going through middle school and high school, I struggled with OCD, anxiety, and depression. Had no clue who to turn to, how to deal with that. I'd heard those terms before, but had no clue that that's what was happening to me. So what we really focused on through the campaign was spreading that education and resources out, to kids that may not know, what's wrong with them, kind of showing them that, you're not the only one that feels this way, if there is kind of help going forward. So leading into the implementation, what we're doing is we're throwing a mental health field day at Blacksburg High School, where we're bringing in like food truck vendors, speakers, members from BT Athletics to come like play games with the kids, talk with them about mental health, and also have speakers from BT Athletics to kind of speak about their experience with dealing with mental illness, within school, and kind of how they got help, how they reached out, and helped work on those initial steps to better their mental health going forward. Well, I looked through the questions and I was thinking about making some sort of like preparations beforehand, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, I want it to be as, just off the cuff as possible, as, natural as possible, just kind of showcase like who I am for people that may not have known me or anything about my platform or things like that. So I went into it, we filmed it at the German Club Manor, which was really special. Got a whole bunch of German Club guys to come out and be a part of it, to kind of show, what the Manor's like, what life with German Club is like. And it was awesome. I mean, it was cool to just kind of be a part of that experience, talk about my platform, talk more about me, and things like that. I got to plug, my favorite show of all time, The Wire, in there. I got to do things like that. So it was really fun, and it was great to kind of have the backing of German Club, throughout the whole homecoming process, but specifically within 72 questions.
15 marketing takes, done. 15 court segments, done. 3 board segments, done. 18 shoots total, a 30-day production period, 7 months pre-production, and we're finished. So, I officially call a wrap on Homecoming Court 72 Questions Part 1 and 2. Show the crew! Show the crew! Luke, Madison, Noah, Aubrey for coming back out, Adion, Trish in her absence. We're done. Thank you so much. And as I always say, thanks, Ryan.
Okay, well, let me see. It doesn't help that it's white. Move that right up there. And I'll make it a lot bigger. So that's like the basic one. And then the fade 3D. Oh, wait. I probably should have
I like the fade 3D better, actually.
Alright, how long do they move each other? So, like, that's the difference.
I like the fade better, the 3D.
You don't want that one?
No, that pops more to me.
Alright. That was 14 seconds.
I mean, I'm fine with the 14 seconds.
So when do you want the text appearing? Right here?
Once the minute it's like clear, it's like there.
Okay, so right here.
Yeah.
So we just need to figure out the time. So let's just say that's 6, and then it stops right here at 19. So 6 minus 19 is 13, and 13 divided by 4. I'm just trying to get it to like an even number. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, this is where we could have done it earlier.
All right, we just finished editing. Jack, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So 3 hours Monday, 2 hours today. The video's 90% done. All we have to do is color grade, or all Jack is gonna do is color grading, sound mixing, and he's gonna finalize everything. It's gonna be a lovely premiere, a lovely video. I'm very excited for everything to come together. Homecoming is not even, we can't even say, oh, it's a few weeks away or a few days away. It's after this weekend. It's after this weekend. Okay, so Wednesday is our last court meeting and board meeting. 15 people in one place for the court meeting, capturing all the chaos that's gonna erupt on Wednesday with questions, with, wait, I have one more thing to say. There's gonna be a lot at the court meeting, which I wanna capture. There's gonna be a lot at the board meeting. At the board meeting, I'll lead it of going through my PowerPoint of what's happening, what I need from people, their call times, make sure everyone's in the right place. Because parade is gonna be crazy, and like your body needs to be rested, you have to be rested, and you can't be there for other people if you're not there for yourself. So, just do what's best for you. All right, we're at the 2022 Homecoming Parade.
Does anyone have eyes on Nicole Bailey?
We're at the Homecoming 2022 Parade. We're doing lineup. All the board is in their necessary places so far. There's Prince.
Yeah, she's by the Beamer statue.
And yeah, we'll keep you updated as things
Here's
go
the
on.
king.
We have our
Never mind. We got it.
I'm gonna just try. Okay. So we are pretty much done with Homecoming Parade. The fire truck's behind us. Everyone had a good time. 2,000 student participants, even more spectators. We had a blast, and we're gonna end with the spirit rally. And Dan Marshall as the musical guest. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night. Ryan Paul, Homecoming 2022.
We're gonna walk down to get on the field at some point. If you're taking pictures, you're taking pictures. If you are walking with someone, you're walking with someone. Core cadets will have their one escort. And then at that point on, you are free.
We're gonna be entering from the east side. So you're gonna be coming on from the east side. So just so you can visualize what will happen, you'll just move up the 50-yard line. You'll move to the hash, which is right here. And then you will take a curved path all the way around and end up there. So that's how you're getting on the field. In the circle, and unless Katie has changed this, I don't know, maybe she has. Guys should be on the right, ladies should be on the left.
I did not check that.
So what okay.
So escorts on your left when you walk.
Here's your escort, and exiting, and you'll exit the same way you came in.
So we're at the homecoming football game against University of Miami. The homecoming board is going to be crowned and announced. We're going to wrap up homecoming week with a special announcement. We have everyone on the field, thousands of alumni, so many students. We're going to capture the magical moment with you. So thank you all for being a part of this journey and being a part of homecoming 2022, the 150th anniversary of Virginia Tech. And I count it an honor to share it with you all. Thank you all so much, and have the rest of your day.
Nicole Bailey, escorted by Michael Bailey. Sponsoring organization, Alpha Delta Pi. Chase Basham, escorted by Tanya Basham. Sponsoring organization, Pi Alpha. Carolina Bell, escorted by Christina Bell. Sponsoring organization, United Feminist Movement. Courts Breeden, escorted by Violet Scutero. Sponsoring organization, Sigma Phi Epsilon. Reed Burton, escorted by Tammy Burton, sponsoring organization, German Club. Mason Cobbler, escorted by Melissa Cobbler, sponsoring organization, Alpha Tau Omega. Alex Costanza, escorted by Jill Rakisani, sponsoring organization, Gamma Phi Beta. Olivia Escalante, escorted by Salvatore Formica, sponsoring organization, Alpha Chi Omega. Tia Farisi, escorted by Vincent Farisi, sponsoring organization Pi Beta Phi. Kayla Emma Hess, escorted by Todd Hess. Sponsoring organization, Sigma Kappa. Aubrey Hubel, escorted by Siobhan Hubel. Sponsoring organization, Hokie Ambassadors. Grayson Moyer, escorted by Gwen Moyer. Sponsoring organization, Kappa Kappa Gamma. Audrey Rowe, escorted by Valerie Bonchibach. Sponsoring organization, Omega Phi Alpha. Prince Wong, escorted by Samaya Ali. Sponsoring organization, Model United Nations. And Naras Zalzala, escorted by Abbas Zalzala. Sponsoring organization, the Virginia Tech Union. Will receive $1,000 funded by the Virginia Tech Alumni Association to fulfill their cause-based platform. And now for the presentation of the 2022 Homecoming Royalty. Here's the University President, Dr. Timothy Sands.
It's my pleasure to announce the results of the 2022 Homecoming Election. This year's first member of the Homecoming Royalty is the second member of Homecoming Royalty is Nicole Bailey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join the marching Virginians in the Virginia Tech alma mater.
My favorite memory of Homecoming Week has to be the game. It was so fun. We had all of our court candidates and their guests sit in one little section, so we were all together for the first half. And then me, Molly, and our amazing advisor, Katie, got to help walk them down to the field, and we really got to watch them go on, direct them, and it was just so great to see. I can't even explain it. The game was when it all came to fruition. It was magical almost, if I could say that. It was just surreal that all this hard work, my hard work, Molly's hard work, everyone's hard work, finally came to a finish at the homecoming game when we got our 3 royalty winners. And I was so happy for all of them. They all were great people. Everyone on court was a great person.
So Ryan, what's next?
That's a wonderful question. I know Homecoming 2022 was a beast in regards to the revamp of events and the addition of the board's film elements. At the end of the day, our main goal was to build memorable experiences for students in the community. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Students come to Virginia Tech for an experience, and the Homecoming Board is able to contribute to that in some degree. And looking back, I think it's the best feeling when you see the impact of your work, and not only just the impact, but the ambition that nurtured it. That's seeing the smiles on faces and hearing the positive chatter after our events or our special releases. It's just incredible. I mean, I do have to say, the only way for that impact to actually come to fruition is to put in the work. And that is a capital W-O-R-K. Working with the board, court, and all of our other stakeholders. Over the years, I've learned that homecoming is a process like no other. If I'm being totally honest with you, it's a process that tests patience, creative differences, and your ability to think strategically. I think when it came to the 2022 portfolio specifically, we were intentional, we were innovative, and we really pushed our boundaries and stepped way outside of our comfort zone. And with the reflective mindset, the board and I couldn't be more happy and grateful that we not only executed on our plans, but we did it tastefully. And as people told me, we did it with flair. We did it in a way that truly represented the core of what homecoming even means at Virginia Tech. And the beautiful thing about our homecoming celebrations is it's about belonging. And for a lot of people, it's about community, collective entertainment. It's about meaningful collaborations and so much more. I think one of my only hopes, or my main hope, is that our guests, our attendees, and our viewers saw and felt that, since so many people, even outside the board, worked tirelessly to foster it. And I mean, to get to the main meat of your question of what's next, I mean, that's really easy for me to tell you. So for Homecoming 2023, this is the best way I can describe it.
I was like, isn't this the first round?
So the homecoming experience is just like
Oh, this is cool.
Close out everything and have like a cute moment. So, good job, Grayson. Good job, everyone. Thank you. All right. Go ahead and check your mic.
Nice. Let's can you hold this for a second?
Yeah. We're recording our first take of Alex's Homecoming Court 72 Questions video.
No, they're $290.
Oh, not that
they're not that cute, yeah.
Olivia, we have a cat in its natural environment, running away.
Oh,